Hey y'all, what's good? It's your girl Faith and Hustle. Just wanted to say what it do. This is your first time checking me out. Welcome to my channel. I'm from Houston. I love promoting artists, entrepreneurs, and I figured besides doing interviews on the Faith and Hustle show, it's time we get down to the nitty gritty. Start talking about a few things that just been going on in hip hop, been going on in our culture. And I figured if I tried live this time, I'll save myself some energy having to download and all that other stuff. But y'all, today I want to talk to you guys about a few things. One, we're going to talk about Biz Markie, how he's been, what's been going on with him. It's been a while since we last seen him. We're going to talk about AR Ab, him being denied health care. We're also going to talk about Jamie Foxx because he finally opened up about the loss of his sister. We know how much she meant to him. She was very near and dear. He was very close to his sister. Lupe Fiasco also has a message for his fans, and Megan Thee Stallion tricks her friends into eating dog food. So we're just going to get into it, you guys. I'm going to pull up the articles and just read them from y'all. I'm not going to try to paraphrase anything, but let's scroll the internet and see what we can find, okay? So let's go ahead and get ready to share this next screen. Wrong window. Let's tap into Biz Markie because it's been a while since we've seen him. He has been MIA for over 6 months now. Let's go ahead and put me real small in the screen. Let's see if that works. Nope. There we go. I'll make it bigger if need be, but I definitely want y'all to tap in with me on this so you can see the article I'm reading. Matter of fact, fuck it. So this is from Revolt.com, Revolt TV. Biz Markie reportedly suffered stroke. Brain is affected. We definitely want him to get well soon. From what I've been hearing, his camp hasn't been saying much about it. But we're going to read this article, and I'm going to go on to his Instagram and show you guys the last activity that he was doing because he was very active on his social media. So it goes on to say, according to reports, hip-hop legend Biz Markie reportedly suffered a stroke and isn't doing too well. The OG has privately been dealing with health issues for most of the year. Back in July, they reported that he was hospitalized for 2 weeks or for weeks due to type 2 diabetes complication after news began circulating that he was battling coronavirus. A claim his representative denied. Markie's spokesperson also confirmed to TMZ at the time that he was receiving the best care from an amazing team of medical professionals and added that he was positive about the outcome. However, we're now learning that the star reportedly had a stroke during his hospitalization. He's not doing great, but it's not as scandalous as if it felt in the beginning. I don't know about that. Like, it's not as scandalous. Let me hop in this bitch real quick. It's not as scandalous as they're saying. However, he had a stroke during that hospitalization. And to me, that kind of is scandalous when you're keeping that information hidden. And this happened back in July. So if it wasn't a scandal, we would have known about it then. That's just my thoughts. It goes on to say he's not doing good. Somebody close to them told Hip Hop DX. Short story is Biz is diabetic. He has slipped into a diabetic coma, but that has happened to him in the past, and it will only last a little while. He would go to the hospital, get discharged, and get his meds under control. This particular time, he had a stroke while he was in the middle of the coma. But that's not scandalous. First of all, diabetes, type 2 diabetes is something serious to live with. It's something I'm sure y'all know, like Boosie has diabetes. You have to make sure your medications are in order. You have to make sure you're eating right, you're being healthy. Anything in regards to having this disease, unfortunately, it is a high maintenance thing. So you really have to put your health up front first and foremost. But just because he's fallen into comas before don't mean like, okay, yeah, this has happened. Like, okay, yeah, this has happened in the past. Like anytime something serious happens with your health, you got to take that shit seriously. And to me, this is a scandal just because they hid too many secrets. It further goes on to say Hold on. The insider adds that the 56-year-old is conscious and still has the ability to FaceTime with his friends and family. His stroke allegedly affected his brain, so he's reportedly having difficulty communicating. No shit. Let's go on and read what else it say. The medical facility he's in is the same one he's been hospitalized in for months since news of his deteriorating health first surfaced, which is located in the DMV. He's been going through health ups and downs for years. Back in 2014, he did an interview with ABC News where he admitted that he wanted to start taking his health more seriously. He says, I wanted to live. Since I have to be a diabetic, if I didn't make the changes, I was going to make the diabetes worse. I'm trying to get off the diabetes meds. I'm trying to get off the diabetes meds. The way you got to do it is to lose weight. I'm off half my meds. I just got to get off the rest. They said I could lose my feet. They said I could lose my body parts. A lot of things could happen. Like I said, this is a very scary situation to be in. Just, hearing being diagnosed with diabetes, I know me, I would probably cry. I would take some adjusting to get used to. And I am praying for him. Let's go to Instagram real quick because I want to show you he was very active on his IG page before this happened. It's December right now. So 6 months from then is June, July. Biz was really active on here. So let's go to his Instagram real quick. It is the official Biz Markie. I just want to show you guys his activity. Let's go ahead and stop the screen and we're going to share this one here. It's his Instagram. So if you look, he was very active on it. Hold on, I done lost my page. Where's my Instagram page at? Oh. He was going live Mondays. He was going live Monday through Fridays from 12 to 3. Rock the Bells, channel 43, Sirius XM. The last post he actually did on his page was back in June 18th. He also posted from June 17th that infamous Wildin' Out session. Biz, I don't know what the deal is, but just know that we over here on the Faith and Hustle Show, we're praying for you. We really are only trying to find out what's going on because we care. You are an icon in the industry and we just want to know what's going on to you. But next, we're going to go to the next topic, which is on the Philly rapper AR-Ab. Let me go ahead and share that screen with you. It's really ridiculous. I understand this man has done some things that, you do the crime, you pay the time type shit. However, it just sucks to me that he's not getting the proper health care. He's not being seen the way he needs to. And I'm not putting this out there like, oh, free him or anything like that, because, I get it. However, and, we can't really talk on his sentencing because he's still currently waiting to hear on a lot of the charges. However, if you are a human being, you deserve healthcare. There are certain things that just the fact that we are alive and breathing as beings that we deserve. And whether you're in jail or not, I just don't think it's fair. So this is from Hip Hop DX. It says Philly rapper AR-Ab reportedly denied medical care for kidney failure while in prison. He's currently awaiting sentencing on several charges ranging from conspiracy and distribution of crack cocaine, heroin, and methamphetamine. He's alleging harsh treatment behind bars by prison officials. A post shared to his Instagram account on Tuesday, December 8th, stated the rapper, real name Abdul West, had yet to be treated for a kidney infection and currently in solitary confinement without any justification. Now let's stop right there because I'm trying to understand where any of this part makes sense. I understand he's in prison and he's, awaiting charges. but you cannot survive without a kidney. So if you're hating on him because of who he is or what he does, and you're wanting to withhold healthcare just based on, that alone, you're already in the wrong. I think it's a double negative when he's already facing time. He's giving his freedom. You get what I'm saying? So why add another punishment or penalty towards him? And if y'all really want him to finish that sentencing, you should get him seen. But it goes on to say, a post shared to his Instagram said that he wasn't getting proper treatment while in federal detention center, FDC of Philadelphia. He has sustained a serious infection and is being denied medical attention. The post read, 31 days later, he continues to be mistreated and held in isolation without reason or merit. His life is at risk if he doesn't receive medical attention immediately. It's already scary going to, we're going to go to his Instagram post in a minute, but it's already scary, living in this pandemic and going to jail on top of this virus that's spreading around is already scary. And he's not even tripping about that. He's talking about what's going on from the inside. And I just feel for him right now. The rapper's manager shared an update on his condition Friday, November 11th, on his grim circumstances. So it's kind of backtracking chronologically. It says the infection spread all over his body, causes his skin to blacken, burnt looking, which is constantly pushing and bleeding. He can't use the bathroom. He can't do number 1 or number 2. He can't walk due to swelling in his legs, and he's shaking uncontrollably. He's being denied medical attention. His manager lashed out at fellow Philly rapper Meek Mill, calling for Meek to use his connections with his position as a face of criminal justice reform to aid AR-Ab, and telling whoever from Philly who don't post about Ab's condition to suck his D. So yeah, back in November, a grand jury convicted him of using his original Block Hustlers, OBH recording label as a front for a large-scale drug trafficking operation in North Philly. He was initially set to be sentenced this past May for his crimes, but they were delayed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's go to, I seen his Instagram right here. We're going to copy and paste it and go to Instagram real quick and see what's going on with his page. All right. Which I can also understand too why, Ab's manager's like, yo, Meek, you've been talking about police reform, justice reform for years. You use your life story as something, and here you are able to speak up. And it don't matter if the guy was wrong. That's not what we're saying. But the inhumane, the cruelty, the lack of care and compassion for a human life is just ridiculous. So I personally would have reached out to Meek Mill too and been like, yo, use that power, use that leverage, make it do what you got to do so that we can, not have him go through this. I'm going to show you guys this Instagram page real quick. This is AR_ab_32. And right here, it says demand humane treatment for AR-Ab. How do I make this bigger? While in federal detention center of Philadelphia, AR-Ab has sustained a serious infection and is being denied medical attention. 31 days later, he continues to be mistreated and held in isolation without reason or merit. His life is at risk if he doesn't receive medical attention immediately. Contact Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf and also the FDC and demand they stop this inhumane treatment. So y'all can hit up the governor. The office number is 717-787-2500, and the FDC, Federal Detention Center's number is 215-521-4000. So this is what we've come to. It's a shame. That's all I'm going to say is it's a shame. It's really saddening that people in position aren't They know they're in position and they use their leverage when it's beneficial for them, but they don't use that power when it's beneficial to change other people's lives. And you can't just pick and choose who you want to do reform for. You get what I'm saying? So Meek, I hope you do say something. I hope you help if you can, but I understand you can only do so much. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not putting it all on Meek. We need to really just have a hand at having a change in criminal justice reform. So next, y'all, let's get into Jamie Foxx. Now, if y'all did not know, he lost his sister. Jamie has taken pictures. He's been seen with his sister a lot in his career. They seem to have a really great relationship, or have had a really great relationship, you know, especially with music. She didn't seem shy. You know, she was kind of like the one that's still the stage to me. So I am very sorry for his loss, and I'm smiling because I'm just thinking about it brings good memories to me. And I hope that those memories help him smile too. I haven't read this article yet either, y'all. Let's just go ahead and do the main screen for it. This is Jamie Foxx reveals how much pain the death of his sister, Deandra Dixon, had on him. He remembers his late sister. So Hollywood superstar Jamie Foxx is speaking on the death of his sister, Deandra Dixon. The Academy Award winner admits her untimely passing in October impacted him and his entire family in a hard-hitting way. According to Fox, the abrupt death shook him. Jamie also dished into just how much he cared and loved his 36-year-old sibling. How old did it say he was? Did it say it was? I don't know what their age difference is. I just turned 36 in October, and I still feel like we're young. That's a young age, and it's really saddening. So he reveals, you know what? We're getting along. Earlier, when it happened, it was so abrupt. It was so much pain, man. My mother, my father, and my sister, they all live with me. It was so much pain. When Rachel offered her condolences, Jamie said, but just having you say something nice and acknowledging. When I tell you that was my baby, and that was my father's baby, my sister's sister, who we just thought was a light. I know, Jamie. He also talked about his sister being the life of the house parties. Like I said, she even found herself frequently turning up with fellow celebs, including Chris Brown. I'm sure y'all remember that. She also had Down syndrome. She never let anything hold her back, he reflected. Watch the Blame It on the Alcohol video. She was the premier dancer on that. There's not a time she wouldn't be at my house at my parties I would throw and go with me and light the world on fire. A few times Chris Brown would just stop by unannounced and just dance with my sister. That is sweet. All of those little things we will remember and will continually remember her in a joyous way. Her passing came during the COVID outbreak and after a summer of social upheaval in which Jamie participated. He pointed out, we've all been affected by this pandemic. We've all been affected by these social injustices and things. Let's give us a moment to come together. So here it is on Extra's Twitter. He, has a really nice picture with him and his sister. And I'm sure it shook him in ways that he wasn't expecting. I'm sure this is something that's going to be hard to ever get over. It's just something you live with. He says, in late October, he spoke on losing his sister. He acknowledged her death completely messed him up. He says, my heart is shattered into a million pieces. My beautiful, loving sister, Deandra, has transitioned. I say transition because she will always be alive. Anyone who knew my sis knew that she was a bright light. I can't tell you how many times we've had parties. Did I just read this? It's basically the same thing. But this was his final message about her back in the late October of this year, just talking about the loss of his sister. And, I feel like when you are able to finally talk about something or address it, it means that I don't want to say you're in a better place, because you're not in a better place, but maybe you're just a little bit more stronger, because I've had situations and losses in my life where thinking about it would make me bawl into tears. I couldn't even talk about it without choking up and crying. So if he is out here able to, talk about her, and obviously in a joyous way, then I'm sure it's a lighter load to talk about. But I just pray for him. I pray for his family, and I'm happy he was able to, just open up about her. I gotta go watch the Blame It on the Alcohol video just so I can see the opening acts real quick. So now we're gonna move on to that boy Lupe Fiasco, y'all. Lupe Fiasco. What's so funny? I was just listening to his song, Show Goes On. That is one of my favorite Lupe Fiasco songs. A lot of people like that Kick Push, but for me, it was Show Goes On because it's motivation and all that stuff. But he has a message for us, y'all. And let's go ahead and check this out. Hold on. So Lupe Fiasco shows himself getting the injection, kinda. Lupe Fiasco's ready for vaccine. So the Grammy winning rapper Lupe Fiasco isn't shook about the vaccine. The hip hop star has come forward to assure the general population and rap peers he's getting the remedy. He's vaccine ready now. He went to his Instagram page with a hilarious meme of himself. The picture features himself appearing to be one of the first Americans to get the vaccine. Oh, Lord. So he done copied and pasted his face onto whoever. I don't want to say lab rat. I don't want to call this person anything because obviously right now, if you're getting the vaccine, you're by choice. Maybe this person is a staff. They've got words on their shirt. Maybe they're in the healthcare industry. Don't look wrinkly, so they're not elderly, but he done copied and pasted his face there and says the petty king. On the other hand, Offset, he said he don't trust it. And that's how I feel. Like, I don't know. I gotta see a few more people. I need to see side effects. I done already warned my kids. Like, I don't even trust the school district. I don't care. Like, even if you go to the nurse, they cannot pick you, prod you, poke you with nothing. The only reason you should be in the nurse's office is if you don't feel good. My oldest has a cell phone, so he can text me. I don't know. I don't know why I feel in my mind that they might try to sneak it on us. They might slip it on us. We were the first to be heavily impacted by this virus. So I don't know why people are surprised, why we're like, but I ain't with it. Lupe, you let me know. The only other person that I know of right now, the only other Black person that I know of or I could think of that was okay with wanting the vaccine was Tiny, aka Debo. And that's because he was already having pre-existing health conditions. He had already had the virus. And so for him, it was worth it. But for me, for us, I'm not having it. So let's go ahead and see what my kids over there playing video games. Let's see what Offset says. He said, let's see. I don't trust it though. You don't see the little app, the little thing with all the people faces turned to the side. Yeah, I just don't want to be the test dummy. Thank you. Politicians need to do something to help the Black community in real life. Put in some policies to help us. A lot of government-ish, I don't be thinking it's for us, period. Go ahead. Let's play it real quick.
Hey, only 14% of the Black community trusts the COVID vaccine. Are you going to get the COVID vaccine?
I don't trust it though.
You don't trust it? What do you think?
You see the little app, the little thing on online where people's face turn to the side?
Yeah.
I just don't want to be the test dummy.
What do you think politicians need to do in order to gain the trust of the Black community?
Do something to help the Black community in real life?
Yeah. What?
That is a good question. And I'm not going to take that as shade that a white woman is actually, I'm not going to take that as shade that a white woman is actually out here asking, like, what can we do to help your community? What can we do to make this a better place? Because honestly, it does take the opposite race to genuinely care enough to ask that. I feel like she was just asking it though, but I'm not mad at it because I feel like it's not being asked enough. And his answer was good, but at the same time, like, What more? What more can he say?
He's thanking us for us, period.
Does it give you any encouragement that Barack Obama's willing to take the vaccine on camera?
Nah.
No?
Because, you know, in
So
reality,
what?
we blessed, like, certain people in certain opportunities get certain things. Like, what's that politician that had the little brown shit running down his face?
Rudy Giuliani.
He just said something about having celebrity status for his COVID-19 treatment.
Mm.
So I think a lot of that happens in real life. Like if I go to the hospital here, they're gonna admit me fast. They're gonna get me faster than the normal
That's
person,
true.
which ain't really fair.
No, it's not.
Me seeing him do that wouldn't make me feel like, you know what I'm saying, I still want to do it myself.
Right. But even though you are a celebrity, you don't feel like you would get any celebrity treatment with the vaccine? In the sense that, like, if you get into a hospital here,
I wouldn't want to do that because shit, people don't got what I got. They don't have the opportunity. So
Thank you.
yeah,
people dying from that shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? A lot of people,
right.
a lot of black people.
Period. All right. So I thought that brought up a lot of good I thought that brought up a good topic, which is, you know, celebrity statuses, being able to receive perks, but at the same time, it's like they pick and choose, right? So I don't see you, if you were as a celebrity, to use your status as privilege to get the vaccine first. You would use your celebrity status to let the everyday folk like us be the test dummies. And then after you see what happens to us, then y'all can make that decision. So I think it's kind of flipped, but at the same time, you know, I guess it don't matter who you are as a celebrity, because if that was the case, ARAB wouldn't be getting denied health care, right? So, y'all, we're going to go on to Roddy motherfucking Ricch. All right, y'all, we're going to talk about Roddy Ricch. He called himself the Compton Santa Claus, y'all. He called himself the Compton Santa Claus. And he, you know, is doing some things out here. He pulled up in a motherfucking helicopter. He flies into a toy drive into a helicopter, and he dubbed himself the Santa, or the Compton Santa Claus. So let me show y'all this article right here. This is by Hip Hop DX. I like Hip Hop DX. They keep up with people that I kind of care about. Not really, but kind of do. But it says Roddy Ricch has been one of the biggest success stories of this year, off the back of his Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial album and songs like The Box and The Baby's Rockstar topping the charts. But he hasn't forgotten where he came from. December 12th, he decided to give back to the community of Compton by hosting a toy drive. He flew into the neighborhood in a helicopter and gave himself the title of Compton Santa Claus while overlooking the city. The event saw kids and parents coming out in full force in order for the local hero to make Christmas a little bit more special for families this year. So this is it. He's held a toy drive in Compton this weekend. 2-mile line of people received gifts from Roddy and his team. Let's check it out. Shout out to Roddy, because a lot of people was using the pandemic and the virus for a reason to like, ooh, Santa got COVID. He ain't coming this year. The elves are sick too. Rudolph's nose ain't shining so bright right now. So that's that. That's that. I always like seeing when celebrities do give back to communities. I love it when I see them not forgetting where they come from, and just knowing that, like, yeah, you're privileged. You're privileged. You didn't grow up with white privilege, but just because of you didn't have that kind, and you know gained to your success and your status, doesn't mean that you still aren't in a different bracket. So remember where you come from, stay humble, think about the kids, think about the impact you're making on them. And I'm sure that this holiday was something like the parents never forget. I know damn sure my 6-year-old has no idea who Roddy Ricch is. I probably would have brought a toy just so I could be in line with a toy. He don't even know no Roddy Ricch. He know his song, but he don't know him, but I'm sure a lot of parents was in line, not for them kids, but for themselves. All right. So last but not least, y'all, we're going to get into this story about Megan Thee Stallion. She tricked her friends into eating dog food. She tricks her friends into eating mother freaking dog food. Like, there are just certain things you don't do with your friends, certain pranks that just, like, I don't play that shit with. What's up, baby?
Did you want Chinese food?
I did.
What you pay for?
It's downstairs.
Yeah.
He's here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm almost ready. I got money in the front drawer.
I already paid for it. No?
Oh. I guess I get to keep my money. I don't know. I was trying to feed the kids because we working the night, y'all. We having Chinese. But anyway, y'all, Megan tricked her friends into eating dog food. Let's go ahead and check out this article real quick. Hey, Momigo. What you up to, love? So I'm just going over some hot topics. You already missed it. I talked about Biz Markie. We're wondering how he's doing. We haven't really seen him active in 6 months. We talked about AR Ab being denied healthcare. We talked about Jamie Foxx opening up with in regards to losing his sister, who was like the life of the party. We talked about Lupe Fiasco say he down for the vaccine. Meanwhile, Offset's like, I don't trust it. How was your day? And now we're going to talk about Megan Thee Stallion. This is also from Hip Hop DX. Let me go ahead and put the big screen on real quick so y'all can see more majority of it than me. But it says Megan Thee Stallion tricks friends into eating dog food as alleged sister drops neglect claims. So already the topic just throws me off on so many different levels. She tricked her friends into eating dog food. Like, one thing you don't play with is a person's food. If a person says they don't eat pork, if a person says like they're vegan or they're vegetarian, if it's not meant for human consumption, like, you just never play with a person's fucking food, period. And then it says alleged sister drops neglect claims, not just her sister. You're good. That's what I like to hear. Thank you for coming through to my stream. Let me show you the big face. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm almost done because food just got here. And I paid cash, and I thought I would be done with my commentary in this live before the food came, but I didn't. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and read this article. Let me make sure I got the screen up for you. It says, Megan Thee Stallion decided to prank her friends this weekend by tricking them into eating dog biscuits. Oh, hell nah. A video of the Rock Nation artist was uploaded to Twitter on Sunday morning, December 12th, and it didn't take long for it to start making the rounds. In the clip, Megan begins explaining the dog treats look like regular cookies. Then she says she's going to see if she can get her friend Jayla to eat them. Jayla, who was randomly in the shower, grabs a cookie from Megan, eats it, and says, this is so good. Yo, I'm dying. I am dying. I'm dying right now. Like, you get your friend. You're going to make me mess up my makeup, Megan. Megan going to make me mess up my makeup. You trick your friend into eating dog food. And it shows how much trust there is in our friendship because, one, she's in the fucking shower at your spot. Chances are it's your spot. Two, she didn't even say, like, what is it? I fuck with you. I'm just gonna grab it. If it look good, I'm not gonna ask no questions. So that just, oh my gosh. And the girl was like, this is so good. So it goes on to say, to make surprise, the Billboard chart topping rapper then asked, is it good? Jayla, shut the fuck up. But the second friend she tried to fool wasn't so convinced. I wouldn't have been either. As she trepidatiously puts the cookie into her mouth, she looks disgusted. When asked if she liked it, she then replies, no, it's like no sugar. Megan couldn't contain her laughter nor understand how they just kept eating them. So you mean to tell me that not only did you trick them into eating dog food, the first one had to have been lying, because at least I'm on to the second one. If you would have offered me like a cookie or something, I would be like, You see how like little this piece is gone from this? I don't know if y'all can see it. I would take a little bite like that. But to say there's no sugar in it, at least that friend kept it real. The other one straight up said, this delicious, like you riding a wave, like you don't want to be the no man for her. Like you don't want to hurt her feelings. Like she really put her all into cooking that shit. And you just didn't want to say, ugh. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like. Megan Thee Stallion tricked her friends into eating dog treats that look like Oreos. Man, and I'm sure you wouldn't give your dog something that, I don't know. It's just the fact that it's for fucking dogs. Let's go ahead and check this part out, y'all. I want y'all to see it.
So, boom. These look just like regular cookies, right? But they are dog treats. I'm about to see if I can get Jayla to eat these. Jayla was randomly in the shower, so. Wait. Is he good?
Maybe the steam or something make it taste better.
Jayla.
She tearing that shit up. That would have been me.
No.
He in on it too. Old dude in the back. Okay. How you feel about that, Mumigo? What would you do if your friend were to trick you into eating dog food? Would you still be their friend? Would you still be cool? Is there like boundaries and limitations to these type of pranks? Because I don't know. I would have some words. But it goes on to say, but the prank is a far cry from the seriousness of some recent allegations Megan has faced. Last week, a woman who says she's Megan's sister made some egregious claims suggesting the WAP co-creator neglects her blood family. Ooh. That gets to be very controversial too, because after Megan's mother died, we just looked at it as, oh, she has no family. There's no one around. That's all she said. I don't have no family around me. But now you have blood coming out like you done forgot about us. You don't even fuck with us no more. You act like you don't know us. And I watch other bloggers who have mentioned like, there's no way you don't have no aunties, no cousins, no uncles, like nothing from your mom or your dad's side. So I kind of think it's about time that some of her bloodline came out. I would have hoped it had been for something more positive, like, oh, I reconnected with my family. I reconnected with, my blood on my mama's side, especially your parents' side if you were close to them and you lost them. But these are coming out with some other kind of allegations. So let's go ahead and continue reading. All right. It says, the sister says, it's funny you only held your niece one time and never saw your nephew once. She pinned in the caption to the photo while tagging Megan. She put a name on it. It's crazy how you can do more for someone else's kids that's rich already, but you can't keep it real with your own blood. Most likely, the woman is referring to Megan's gesture of goodwill earlier this month, where she gifted a young boy, a YouTube sensation Riley, a brand new PS5. So this is her sister. We can go to Neighborhood Talk and see what they're talking about. But it says Megan Thee Stallion's sister calls her out for not doing more for her niece and nephew. Let's go to Neighborhood Talk. I'm not sure if StreamYard will change this screen for me. So we're going to share the other screen and go on Instagram and Neighborhood Talk 2. They got a lot of good stuff going on. Let's see if we could find the one with Megan. How far down I gotta scroll? Shit. Nope. Gabrielle's been on this page. She's been circulating a lot. I don't see it. Bow Wow wants to bring 106 in Park back. Let's talk about that real quick. Wasn't he the king or the prince of 106 in Park back in the day? He was dubbed the prince of 106 in Park. I can understand why he wants to bring it back. Oh, I can't swipe the next pictures because I'm on the computer. But I have recently been saying that there needs to be something like a 106 in Park. And for those that are in the city, I want you guys to know that outside of just here, I do interviews, I do promotions with independent artists, upcoming talent, entrepreneurs of all kind. And the biggest thing I've been wanting to do is put on for my city. So make sure y'all stay tuned because I am currently in the works of production for an H-Town countdown, the H-Town countdown. I'll go ahead and tell y'all that now. So if you're a Houston artist and you really invest in your music, you invest in yourself, you have visuals, holler at me, stay tuned. And I guess that's it, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and just summarize it like this. And this is just my thoughts. Biz Markie, I'm praying for you and your health. Diabetes is nothing to play with. They're saying that it shouldn't be sensationalized, but the fact that everybody kind of held it secretive until now, and they're telling us about stuff from 6 months ago, is what makes it a secret to me. But I do hope you a speedy recovery. And I know any kind of brain damage is something that's going to take a while to get over, but we love you over here. AR I'm hoping Meek says something for you as well, stands up for you. You got your manager out here, you know, trying to fight for your humane rights. And it's a damn shame. Jamie Foxx, feel better soon as well. I know this is something that you'll have to live with, but speaking on it definitely lightens your heart a little bit. And talking about your sister and the positive light that she was, or still is it's a beautiful thing. Lupe Fiasco, ain't nobody going over there with that vaccine, so you can push that somewhere else. And Megan, I don't know, man. All I'll say is leave the dog food to the dogs. I'm sure it wasn't nothing disgusting in it that was like inhumane, but it's still not for human consumption. So that's kind of fucked up. You did your friends like that. And, you know, I hope you get things right with your blood family, because at the end of the day, that is who you have. That is your bloodline. And I know the saying blood is thicker than water isn't necessarily true. But, you know, from what I've been seeing, you know, she's had a lot of different people in her circle. She's, you know, been vulnerable. She's got a lot of people in her ear. And maybe, just maybe, you know, you find out one cool cousin that'll just, you know, keep you grounded and help you out in the right direction that your mother would have. But y'all stay prayed up. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you comment below. Let me know how y'all feel on all of that. And as always, y'all, keep the faith and hustle.